So I finally saw Everything Everywhere All at Once, and dude, whew, what an amazing movie. This is one of the most creative and incredible movies I've seen in a long time. Some of the shit that goes on in this movie, I would have never thought of in a million years. And man, A24 is just firing on all cylinders, man. Like, they hardly ever miss. Everything they make is typically great quality, and this is no different. Basically, the movie's about a woman trying to get her taxes done, and some time travel shit happens, and it's wild. You know, watching this movie, you can kind of see early on what the theme is of the movie, and what really stuck with this movie wasn't the over-the-top action scenes or the choreography of the fights or all the insane shit that happens. It was the message of the movie, the story. There's so much going on with this movie. It's about love. It's about the sins of your father and or, you know, your family in general and them seeping over to your children. It's about being happy with your life, being content. It's about loving your partner through thick and thin. It's about, you know, being an optimist, being a nihilist. There's so much going on in this movie. It's about acceptance. It's about not, you know, being yourself. Like, there's so much going on in this movie, but it somehow all works and it's all blended together very well. And it's a masterpiece of filmmaking, in my opinion, because to balance so many genres, tones, themes, and messages into one movie and make it so cohesive is just incredible. Let's go one by one. The comedy in this movie, fantastic. It had me and my wife laughing really hard. The action, intense, so good, so fun, so creative. The time travel, multiverse stuff, pretty well thought out, made me laugh a few times. It does multiverse better than Multiverse of Madness. How does this lower budget A24 film do a better concept of the multiverse than Doctor Strange? It's embarrassing. But yes, all the multiverse stuff is incredible. It's hilarious. It's so creative. Some of the shit that happens in this, I would have never thought of in a million years. And it just makes me wonder, like, I wish I would have watched this movie. I probably would have been tripping balls. The acting, top notch. Like any other A24 film, everybody's on point. All the comedic timing is great. The dramatic beats are done very well. Nothing more I can say. What is my takeaway of this movie? For me personally, what's resonated with me most is just love and family is what really matters, and finding someone you love will always win in the end. And just be kind to people. Kindness goes a long way, and that's one of the many themes of this movie, but it's one that I really liked. And my wife told me it was funny. She said that I reminded her of the husband character because he's the eternal optimist and sometimes she's the pessimist. So I'm her, you know, her little Asian man, I guess, or husband. You know, I'm the optimist of course I am. But this movie, watching this movie was unlike anything I've ever seen in the theater, and it's a one-of-a-kind movie that I think everybody should experience because there's something in there for everybody. Martial arts fans, you're going to get something. Comedy fans, you're going to get a lot. Like science fiction fans, you're going to get a boatload of stuff. This movie's almost even a rom-com at times. Like, there's a lot of romance in this movie, but not in the way you think. But it has a great message of love. So, you know, there's that. There's not much more I can say about this movie other than the fact that I think it's a masterpiece. It's one of the best movies I've seen in the last 10 years. I have it ranked very highly, in my opinion. It's just this movie is special. This doesn't come around like very often, and the fact that they're giving their directors freedoms to do this wacky ass shit, not knowing if people are going to watch it at all, I think is very brave from A24 to have the balls to make something like this. It makes me wonder how much better could a movie like Doctor Strange have been if the director Sam Raimi had been given all the control he wanted. Just let him write the script, let him go bonkers with it. How much better could it have been with a better rating, with more mature themes? We'll never know, but I think it could have been a better movie. Ultimately, guys, it's out in theaters. It got a countrywide release, I believe. That's why I saw it so late. It finally came to my area. I went to go watch it as soon as I could. I want you guys to go watch this movie, go in with an open mind, be ready to take in a lot. And it's a lot thrown at you. But it is worth the experience. It is worth your time. You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. I promise you. You will not be disappointed with this movie. Okay, let me talk some spoilers real quick. Bro, the universe with everybody has like wiener fingers. Dude, that shit was so funny. I was dying, man. Like, I can't tell you how funny that stuff was to me. Just like the way it was like squirting like ketchup and mustard in their mouth. It was disgusting, bro, but it was so funny. And then the universe with the Raccoonatui. Dude, like, how did they think of this stuff, man? That entire stuff with Raccoon and Tui had me literally in tears, me and my wife. The whole stuff with them just being rocks was beautiful, man. Like, I get it. I get the metaphor. It was, oh, God. The creativeness of this movie is just next level, off the charts. That action scene where they're fighting to jump on the butt plug, bro, it literally had me cracking up so hard that I just lost it, bro. Like, you have grown men fighting to sit on dildos. Like, what the fuck? And then nunchuck dildos. Bro, this movie really threw everything at you, man. And then it's crazy, though, because it'll go from these intense scenes to these really dramatic and small moments of just love and happiness, and where you get the main themes of the movie that literally had me crying with tears streaming down my face. And then boom, you switch to a funny ass multiverse act like sequence with them playing the pianos with their feet because they can't use their hands because they got wiener fingers. Like, dude, the way this movie handles its tones is literally a masterclass. Like, I can't put it any other way. This movie's nuts, bro. Like, there's so much wacky ass shit. Like I said, you got a raccoon who controls a human. It's basically Ratatouille with a raccoon. Like, what? This movie really is everything, everywhere, all at once, dude. And like, all the actors were incredible, man. And then Jamie Lee Curtis, dude. Jamie Lee Curtis as freaking Michael Myers, basically. Like, what? Like, you know, she was an unstoppable force just like him. That shit had me crying, bro. This movie made me cry for many reasons, from laughing so hard and from genuinely the emotion and the themes. Like, this movie, man, is a masterpiece, guys. Anyways, that's it.